Hello, everybody, and welcome to GameList Reacts. Kaulin, what's going on, dude?
Dude, I'm ready to see some anime girls.
They're not anime girls; they're CGI girls.
It's Final Fantasy is
time.
anime, okay?
It's I don't like being lumped in, man. But I guess you're kind of right. I guess you're kind of right. We're going to watch the Final Fantasy XVI trailer that came out today. For those of you watching this for the first time, we're GameList. We're a podcast about our Game of the Year list 1 month at a time, but we also stay up on video game news, do reactions. We cover everything in our monthly podcast, but when there's an occasion like this, we got to get together. We did a reaction yesterday for the Silent Hill thing. We'll do one tonight for the Resident Evil event. You know, just keeping up with the times. You can find me everywhere at Jake Twitchin. Kaulin is everywhere at Kaulin _. Let's watch some fucking Final Fantasy. You got this thing synced up? We got a real professional setup around here.
Yeah, I'm ready when
we're gonna do a little 3, 2, 1 go over here. So let's hit it. 3, 2, 1, press play. Easy as that. Look at us go, chat. We're live right now. Let me know how the audio sounds like.
It has been 1,500 years since the fall of our forebears.
Cinematic.
Yeah, very.
And Valisthea
That's Final Fantasy 15 vibes in that environment.
Yeah, the fog is giving me...
That big sword in the ground is almost like Xenoblade-like, but Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of that too.
Creative Business Unit 3.
Final Fantasy 14
what a creative
gang.
name.
The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic.
Darkness
Clive.
spreads as day gives way to twilight.
This is looking
The
like a
mother's
playable video.
flame now all but a flicker.
It's got the bells and whistles on it.
We cannot live.
It's been evidently it's been playable for a while, right? They just
Those
been
must be
kinda
like
their magic
shrines to each of the icons.
Joshua.
But who shall claim their fading light?
Beats me.
The Grand Duchy of Rosaria, bastion of tradition.
At the very least, we must secure.
Looks a little Game of Thronesy.
The Holy Empire
Yeah.
of Sanbreque, where ambition is divine.
Oh, I'm loving these cities.
It's very large scale.
Yeah.
All shall bow before their emperor.
The Dalmekian Republic, whose fortunes shift with the desert sands.
Nice, distinct looking. Look at this beefcake. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's got to be Titan.
As to what chaos it might reap.
The Iron Kingdom, forged in faith and fear.
Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
Bad guy.
Or the Kingdom of Wulu,
Antagonist.
indomitable in its isolation.
The dark swallows more of the realm.
Sex?
Each passing day.
Sex confirmed.
Fade.
Anime girl.
Flock to the mother crystals.
From
Great
a single
nose.
spark
What's going on, dude?
will the land ignite. In the year 860, the Imperial army will march upon
yeah, dude.
Spoilers, man. Come on.
Are we getting that sweet, sweet M rating for
And
this
from
Final
the
Fantasy?
slaughter shall a new
I think
shadow
so, dude.
rise.
Sex and blood. That'll do it.
To fall upon the dominants,
Ifrit?
tainting their destinies black as night.
Phoenix?
The compression on this YouTube video is struggling right now.
Mine's keeping up.
Command respect.
Looks decent on the stream.
Instead has left us outcasts.
Yeah, Titan all day.
Puppet. What makes them think they
Oh,
have
I'm watching
the
mine in
right to
720p. No
leave
wonder.
us to
Jeez.
die when our bodies are spent.
There's a 4K version. I'll watch this in 720p.
This is looking so good.
Very good.
Garuda. Wind icon. Okay, okay. With the health bars again, dude. It really looks like a fucking like kaiju fighting game.
It does.
Oh,
Secret
oh, chills. This is fucking gameplay, dude.
icon of fire.
Oh,
It is you who shall bow to me.
Very well.
Oh, it's a big sword.
Yeah, that thing is sick.
Of your will.
Guy looks like the stand-in for the Final Fantasy XIV characters a little bit. The main character for Final Fantasy XIV.
A reckoning is upon you.
Sure.
A war of the icons.
That looks very good.
That looks really good. I'm going to pull it back a little bit for when all that gameplay started happening. What I was talking about with Final Fantasy XIV is they have like a stand-in. You're the main character in Final Fantasy XIV, but if you watch the trailers, it's got like a dark-haired, bearded man that kind of looks a lot like Clive when they're showing up. I can't believe how good it looks, and I'm so intrigued by the idea of like your party and your main characters being the summons, being the icons.
Yeah.
I love that hook to it. So cool.
I just can't believe I watched this in 720p and there was a 4K version.
Yeah, that was foolish.
It looks so much better in 4K.
That was foolish. Yeah, man. This is like they're into polish mode right now. Like this is ready to rip. I think we are.
It looks so much better than the initial showing.
Yes, absolutely. And I remember the general
bad,
consensus on that initial showing was people were surprised, like, for a reveal of a game, how much there was to show. You know, it's like the way that they built this game, the framework and the way that they decided to show it off was like, we have a playable game start to finish already. The story is penned out. The characters are good. We're working on gameplay. We're crossing T's, dotting I's, and you can really tell looking at it every time that they've shown it, which I feel like there's been like 3 or 4 showings of this game so far.
Like
and each time a natural progression of like, this game is further and further along, which is not, oh yeah, the game you've been working on as your job is getting further along in development. I understand that's not revolutionary, but to watch the incremental steps and how good it looks is super exciting. And I mean, Square Enix has their fucking hands full. I know it's all different internal teams, but they've put out a dozen RPGs in the last year. And then in addition to
what it feels like,
Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker came out at the end of last year. We're going to get Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion at the end of this year. That's coming out December 10th or something along those lines. Then this game is still slated for spring-ish of next year.
It's summer. I think this is summer.
It might be summer. Still, I don't think there's an ironed out release date yet.
Yeah, summer 23.
Summer 23. And then on the horizon is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is still slated for winter. Next winter is how it's pitched. But with 7 Rebirth, they announced Crisis Core Reunion for this winter, and then Rebirth for next winter. And everybody thought that meant, okay, probably like March of 2023 and then March of 2024 for Reunion and Rebirth respectively. Then all of a sudden Reunion's ready to drop in the end of December, so beginning of December. So who knows what that means for release dates. There's a lot of Final Fantasy to love if you're a Final Fantasy lover, and we are.
I guess I hate the winter summer release date thing because like technically winter doesn't start until December 21st.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, so it's
vague.
December 21st to like March 21st. So
yeah, it's vague. It's intentionally vague because they don't want to get tied into something. We've all seen what happens when you announce a game's date too early. You know, the more vague you can be. Coming soon, TM. You know.
Yeah.
One of those things.
It looks very good. It'll be a day one, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we'll keep up on it. I'm sure it'll happen at a PlayStation event the next time we see it. If there's a PlayStation event, rumblings going around right now that they're just keeping everything under wraps until this Activision Blizzard thing happens with Microsoft, or doesn't happen, hopefully. We'll see how it plays out. All right, if it's your first time watching this, we are GameList. Feel free to find us at our socials, listed below our faces right here, our lovely faces. And we'll be back for Resident Evil extremely soon. Thanks so much, everybody.
Soon.
Sign off with your favorite Final Fantasy. I won't make you do a sign off. It's easy. We're on easy mode.
Anime girls.